here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu announces interventions to cushion effects of current economic hardship on residents. Chief of Defense Staff warns advocates of coup in aftermath of economic challenges. On the 14th, U.S. President cancels over $1 billion in student loan debt for more than 150,000 people. And in sports, Nigeria's cricket teams get tough draws ahead African Games in Ghana. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. As part of efforts to ease the current economic hardship on Lagosians, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced various interventions in different sectors, including the civil service, public transportation, health, education, food sector, among others. Speaking during a live media chat tagged Sanwo-Olu Speaks, Governor Sanwo-Olu directed a flexible work hour for civil servants, which will see officers on grade levels 1 to 14 come to work 3 times in a week, while those on levels 15 to 17 will miss work once a week and promised prompt payment of pensioners' entitlements. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who will also reintroduce 25% reduction in all public transportation, including the bus rapid transit, BRT, rail and ferries, pledged to increase transport support for teachers in public schools across the state and exempt parents from sharing evidence of tax payments to encourage enrollment of more students in schools. The governor also said his administration targets to distribute combo food bags to over 300,000 households, while in the health sector, the 31 general hospitals across the state have been directed to take child deliveries for free, just as the 6 health districts will embark on free health mission twice a week.
We're going to be opening what we call Sunday markets in about 42 markets in Lagos. Sunday market. What you will see in those markets, is the same sort of stable, food item. But this time, you'll be buying at a reduced cost. We're going to cap what you can buy at not more than 25,000. I'll be giving you a 25% rebate immediately there.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, who said his administration is not unmindful of all the challenges being faced by the citizens, noted that government will not tolerate contraventions if it's environmental. Our correspondent Adiola Akindele quotes Governor Sanwo-Olu as suing for continued peace in the state, irrespective of ethnicity, tribe, or religion, while reiterating his administration's commitment to the integrated urban transportation system and development of all sectors in the state. Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture says it is planning to host a special boat regatta for the Easter celebrations in collaboration with the Office of Climate Change, Office of Sustainable Development Goals and Investment, LAG Ferry, and LASWA, among others. Speaking at the stakeholders meeting, Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Awenka, averred that the Lagos Boat Regatta will be an opportunity for Lagosians to gather and showcase the aquatic splendor of Lagos. Benson Awenka said the state government is committed to the goal of making Lagos the first tourism destination choice in Africa, adding that the regatta is also an opportunity to promote the beaches and hospitality establishments surrounding Lagos waters. In his remarks, the Special Advisor on Tourism, Arts and Culture, Idris Aregbe, noted that the concentration of the regatta will be on the local fishing communities and the collateral benefits that they can derive from the event. The Lagos State government has urged personnel of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, to take their job seriously, stressing that effective traffic management system is the key to economic growth globally. Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Sholagiwa, gave this charge during the ongoing retraining workshop for another batch of 250 LASMA senior officers on incident management at the police training school, Ikeja. Giwa said the workshop was in line with traffic management and transportation as one of the cardinal programs of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as captured in the administration's Themes Plus developmental agenda. He stressed that the government has mapped new retraining modules to aid effective execution of duties as well as enlightening officers of the agency on innovative ways to optimize their operations in order to meet up with international standards and best practices in traffic management. Earlier in his welcome address, the acting general manager of LASMA, Olaliko Bakari Oki, thanked the Lagos State government for providing the opportunity to both junior and senior officers of the agency. The Lagos State and Ogun police commands have commenced a joint patrol on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to prevent crime and criminality in the area. Lagos Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hunde, who made this known in a post on his X handle, said the joint patrols will cover Kara Bridge to Shagam interchange. They urged motorists not to panic at the sight of increased police patrols on the travel route. And now to the rest of the stories. The Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, has warned against advocating for a coup due to economic hardship, emphasizing patience and the superiority of democracy. Musa stated this at the inauguration of some building projects at the Nigerian Army 6th Division headquarters in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. While admitting that the country was experiencing some challenges, Musa said calls for coup are not the way to go because the nation achieves more and develops faster under a democracy. He urged citizens to be patient and give their support to the government to succeed, especially as the incumbent administration is doing its utmost to improve the economy and other challenges across the country. The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, NMCN, says it has increased enrollment in nursing in Nigerian institutions of learning by almost 50%. The council's registrar, Abubakar Farouk, who revealed this, said the present administration's commitment towards producing competent and professional nurses has seen enrollment increase from 38,000 to 63,000 in 2023. Farouk says Osun State is one of the leading states with the highest number of accredited degree awarding institutions in nursing, with 7 of the 57 accredited departments across the country. He urged students to patiently go through their training to use their acquired professional knowledge to serve humanity. And now to foreign news. U.S. President Joe Biden has announced his administration's cancellation of $1.2 billion worth of student loans for almost 153,000 people. Biden, who is undertaking a 3-day campaign swing through California, made the announcement as part of a new repayment plan that offers a faster path to forgiveness. The U.S. leader had last year pledged to find other avenues for tackling debt relief after the Supreme Court blocked a broader plan to forgive $430 billion in student loan debt. The latest announcement applies to people enrolled in a repayment program known as Saving on a Valuable Education and covers those who borrowed $12,000 or less and have been repaying the money for at least 10 years. And now sports. Nigeria's men and women's senior cricket teams have been handed tough draws in the group stages of the upcoming 13th African Games in Ghana from March 8 to 24. In the men's event, Nigeria is in Group B alongside Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Tanzania, while the women's team will battle South Africa, Namibia, and Tanzania in Group A. Cricket is debuting at the Games with 7 out of the 18 International Cricket Council associate member countries, including Nigeria, hosts Ghana, Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, Uganda, and Namibia, as well as the 2 full ICC members, South Africa and Zimbabwe, doing battle in Accra. And that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 280 unemployed youths for global certification on solar farm construction technology for the supply of electricity in Nigeria? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As part of efforts to ease the current economic hardship on Lagosians, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced various interventions in different sectors, including the civil service, public transportation, health, education, food sector, among others. The Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, has warned against advocating for a coup due to economic hardship, emphasizing patience and the superiority of democracy. We also told you that U.S. President Joe Biden has announced his administration's cancellation of $1.2 billion worth of student loans for almost 153,000 people. And in sports, Nigeria's men and women's senior cricket teams have been handed tough draws in the group stages of the upcoming 13th African Games in Ghana, March 8 to 24. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.